All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of my good friend Francisco. We're already cutting it up, cracking it up. This is going to be an entertaining episode, I promise you that. Hopefully, there's some nuggets of wisdom coming out of here because him and I can get a little off the rails. So, one of the good dudes, like one of the truly good dudes that I've got the honor and privilege to meet, wants to talk a little bit about leverage. He comes from the high ticket space. I'll let him kind of break down what his background is. And oh man, I'm on like podcast number 3 today. So this energy is going to be awesome. I need it. Francisco, who are you and how do you make money, brother?
Who am I? Hello, everybody. It is an honor, a pleasure, a true delight. Some would even say a privilege, but apparently not because I'm the third privilege of the day.
Some. We won't define who, but some.
Yeah, some. Only some. Francisco Bervis. I don't know, like my whole background is in marketing, advertising, sales. Been doing high tickets lead gen for how old am I and when was your kid born? 6-7 years ago. Maybe like 8 years in the game. Just around the time I got my deep sea diving license. So
yeah. Nice. Yeah, we got a chance to meet, I think, at Four Rooms in Orlando, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it wasn't Orlando. It was somewhere in Florida anyway. So
that was an interesting time because I was switching over from the Amber Spears umbrella of companies. Love Amber.
Yeah.
Doing Four Rooms has gotten bigger and better and juicier. So good. And I was switching over and helping out with the Everflow team. And now I'm kind of helping them out with all their brands and a lot of their clients. So just consulting there, helping people out, fixing offers. As you know, like a lot of our clients, they have stumbled into success and they just need a little cherry on top to really make them hot, sexy, fly, and beautiful.
Well, if any's who's got the pizzazz and got the flair, that's my buddy Francisco here.
You fancy.
That's awesome. Well, what's the biggest thing you're focused on growing right now?
Biggest thing I'm focused on growing right now is making sure people's landing pages work first. If it doesn't work from the ground up, no matter how many leads, no matter how much traffic you send to a website, it's not going to work. Period, point blank. If your conversion rate is 0.01, you can throw $1 million in media spend to this, and guess how much money you're going to make from this?
It's still zero.
Still zero. But let's say you work hard and you test out things. In the modern day of AI, you can go on lovable.biz, lovable AI, I don't know what. You can build a bunch of websites quick. You want to hear a petty story?
Yeah, let's do it.
So there was a skincare brand that I was working with, and the lady's telling me, she's like, oh, I would love to do all these things, but I was talking to my dev team and we won't be able to get that up and running within the next 30 days. It'll have to be for next quarter. And I'm like, your company is making money and your CVR is historically going down quarter after quarter. Why aren't you testing out other landers? Why aren't you testing out bundle packages? Why are you not testing new things out to see if you can get those conversion rates up? Or like, why aren't you looking at your competitors? You're letting your competitors outcompete you. And she had every excuse under the sun. And I'm like, okay, cool. All right, cool. That's going to take you way too much time. You're right. I'm sorry. I went and built a skincare brand through someone I met at that same event where I met you, the Beauty Boss peeps.
Okay. Yep.
I went and built a skincare brand. And I implemented all the things, and I had like lovable AI build me like 7 different landers with all the language I wanted, with all the examples I wanted. Of course, you have to go in and like customize a couple things. I think it took me maybe like 8 hours total within like 2 weeks. But the pettiness was like, oh, this is gonna be so good. I'm just gonna. And
did you call and let him know?
I talked to Brett Kaufman about some media buying as well. Him and his business partner Yoga Valmal gave me some really good advice, and then I went and spoke. I used I don't remember who I used for it. This was like maybe a year ago now that I think about it.
Okay.
Um, and I launched it, and then I launched all these different like media assets to go with it, and like I had a media buyer going in there and hitting all the buttons I forgot how to use, and I got a 1.7 conversion rate, as high as a 1.7 conversion rate for about 2,000 orders, I think.
Yeah. Wow.
And I like took a screenshot. I'm like, look, I built this in a week to prove you wrong. You can do these things, and these are the tools I used.
And now you've created a story, right? Now you created a piece of
Response.
marketing.
It took her a week to respond to me, and it was like an AI email. I was like, yeah, I proved the point. Never heard from her again, but
That's all right. Now you have a story, right? You're gonna like, look, this is what I did, and this is how it worked.
Yeah, I shut the brand down too, because I was like, this isn't my passion. It was just a passion for the moment.
This is just petty.
Yeah.
What's the biggest thing you're focused on right now?
Petty.
Cuban cigars.
Yeah. What is the biggest thing you're focused on right now? A couple things actually. I'm focused on abandoned carts ratios. I'm focused on the conversion rate on the front end, optimizing and testing different campaigns. I was gonna say it in Spanish for some reason. I'm like, no, that makes no sense. No one here speaks Spanish. But I'm focused on different campaigns and testing out different verticals, because like a variety of my clientele, they're either high tickets or low tickets to a high ticket.
Mm-hmm.
And LinkedIn has primarily been kind of the go-to area over the last 10 years for high ticket, especially going after specific audiences. But the strategies have significantly changed, I would say, in the last 3 to 4 years, where before, when people had money pre-COVID, you could go and like target somebody that you've never met before and hit them up with like, oh, this mastermind, this program, this ticket is $4,000, $8,000, 13,000. And you could still get like some one call closes. Nowadays, one call closes for $1,400, $2,000 is significantly harder, because now it's like, oh, let me think about it. Let me talk to my wife. She currently hates me. I can't do this. I can't do that. Blah blah blah. Now it's very much like you start with the low ticket offer. You build trust. You build rapport. You create content. You get involved, especially for like coaching clients. Yep. They have to do a lot of these things. They have to be everywhere. They have to be creating content. They have to be creating relevant content. Because if you're just creating content for the sake of creating content, now you're annoying and nobody wants to work with you anymore.
It's too sporadic. Yeah. It's not a point.
If you're constantly selling me something, I'm also going to check out or mute you because I don't care.
No. How are you seeing that? Is it still the Gary V like jab punch, right? Like you offer value, you offer opportunity, and that could be value, could be content, lessons, right? Just teaching moments. What are you seeing around that?
When it comes to influencer marketing, let me preface with saying that I am not the best person for that. Granted, I am a huge consumer of the social medias and internet content. And there are a lot of individuals where the sporadic content building makes sense for them. And it makes sense for the type of audience that they have and the type of engagements that they receive on the internet. Other individuals where, and you see this a lot with fitness individuals, where you follow their journey on social media, where they were doing like day in the life, they were doing random content, food content. Not everything was around fitness. It was more about like lifestyle. Mm-hmm. And then as they got to like 5, 10, 15,000 followers, and now they're in the 50, 60,000 followers, now everything is so like custom, curated, like perfect. It's too polished for the average consumer nowadays, especially for the demographics that they're going for. If you're on TikTok, you're going for people under the age of 40. If you're on Facebook, you're going for people over the age of 50. Yep. And they just use social media differently. So I still believe that creating custom content for the different social platforms is important. But I mean, look at what works for you and stick to that model as much as you can, but just add a little bit more to it, or like test things out. The same thing.
I think that's a big thing.
Funnels, test things out. See if people like this kind of content. If they don't engage with it, do something else, but don't make it your whole thing. Don't make like, oh, I only do
One,
wine reviews of
yeah.
TV shows.
Yeah, you die on that hill of this is the only thing I'm going to do, and to find out it doesn't work.
Exactly. Like it'll be a fun gag for a while, but you know what? People get bored. People get bored of the really good restaurants.
What's the one thing that most people in your industry are not doing?
I haven't seen. Okay, this is like affiliate so I'm in general affiliate marketing umbrella
Yep.
of
Yep.
is and kind of how I operate. I don't see people doing second tier affiliate structures as much as they used to. And there's different terminologies for second tier structures, which kind of feels like an MLM, but like 1 level, 2 level max MLM. Are you familiar with that model or not really?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like our white label model we have a Sphere Rock. It does something similar to that, right? It's like tier 1, and then if you bring somebody in and they recruit somebody, we'll pay a percentage of the revenues that we get on that tier 2.
Yep. How interesting. Tell me more about this white label service. I've never heard of
it. Well, you saw me in my white label outfit in Vegas in January.
Oh, that's right. That's true.
Oh, that's why I was wearing that.
Could you refresh my memory?
No, we're all good. So yeah, I mean, obviously we both run affiliate marketing strategies, of course, right? So, but I'm definitely down with getting in touch with anybody, right, that wants to discuss anything about that. But for the sake of today's conversation, I definitely want to make this about you, right, and you coming into the studio. So I appreciate that. Education and power first in my world. So happy to pour into people so they see the opportunity. So
I would definitely focus on that second tier structure. Yeah. People aren't doing it enough, especially affiliate managers nowadays. They want to keep 100% of like the commissions. I'm like, no. Yeah. If your friends are willing to stick their neck out for you 1 time, 2 times, stick your neck out for your friends. What is it? I'm working with a brand called Drink Vibes, drink_vibes.com. They have like nootropics. They're a functional tonic beverage company to compete in the sober space. They are so much fun. And basically my whole strategy with them right now to find affiliates and all these things is, hey, Mike, I know you know people. Yep. I'm going to help you sign up. Introduce me to whoever you want. If they generate money, you too make money. You make a small percentage for the lifetime. I do lifetimes for these parent affiliate referral people. Yep. Just because lifetime to 12 months, depending on the brand. But usually I try to push for lifetime. I'm like, if I'm making money off of something that you did, guess what? You're going to get paid for it. Yeah, no, I love the concept. I mean, I came from a corporate America and really kind of heard about affiliate marketing, but really didn't ingest it or really digest it. And now that I'm in it all day, every day, it's just such a winning opportunity to reward clients, right, or referral partners in a fair and equitable way, right? It's a really cool strategy. Even if you don't win with people all the time, there's still like introductions to be made. Or what was that? I think last week I did an intro for you guys. And it's always like, oh, you guys are on my board of EA companies. Yeah. Yeah. And we always have you guys. And then like that inner circle of just always like, hey, here's an opportunity. It may not be an opportunity, but we always work together, right, to see where there's a fit. And so I love the fact that we're both kind of in that same inner circle, if you will. What's the biggest breakthrough that changed the trajectory of your business? The biggest breakthrough. Besides the petty self product. Well, that was just proving a point that I have a bad habit of being right. Biggest breakthrough, I would say learning how to fail fast and pivot just as fast. Yeah. Because I don't know what it is, especially like earlier in my career. And even every so often, whenever there's like a passion project or I'm like, oh, this creative's really good, or I'm really excited about this campaign, or I really believe in this strategy based off of all the data and it's going to do well. It's going to do really well. And then it doesn't do well, but I'm like, I believe in it. I'm going to hold out a little longer. I'm going to spend a little extra money on it. I'm going to hold its hand. I'm going to just caress it a little bit longer than I normally would, and then it's like it's still failing. No, people don't appreciate art. I'm ahead of my time, so I just have to just let it die and just assume in the future when I cut my ear off, people will then appreciate that campaign and those creatives,
Yep.
and then that's when it'll do successful. But learning how to let go of that and letting go of like the pride of, oh yeah, I spent a lot of time on this and it looks really good, and not just like, oh, letting your pride like take over your whole life. Is
Yep.
it is it English? I struggle with English. So is it
Yeah.
pride or ego that I'm referring to? I think
No, it's pride. Yeah, it's pride. It's ego too. They both could fit that.
okay. They're
Yeah,
like,
it's like I always try to tell people, it's like a lot of that too is about letting go of people too, right? Like I do masterminds too, where like we want to hold on to people that we know are not really the best in the best of where we got them in position, right? Maybe they're the right people in the wrong seat, but a lot of times it's the wrong people after a period of time, right? Those that are going to help you get to this level, to the next level, are a lot of times different people. And what I find with business owners a lot of times is they just are too nice. They want to hang on and hope the person can step up to the next level instead of just like you said on the business strategies, just let it go, right? A lot of masterminds, I'm like, if you're a big enough organization, I guarantee you every single one of you have somebody, like I don't want to be like a cold jackass jerk, but somebody in your organization probably is not pulling their weight. They probably need to go. You're just being too easy on them. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Well, what gives you the least leverage that people spend too much time on? Like, or maybe not even just you, but where do you see people spend too much time on that should be leveraged out in some capacity?
Okay. Right now, there is a person that comes to mind that is focused on a lot of features and tools and a lot of things that their like influencers will be able to use through their portal.
Yep.
And he's just adding and adding and adding and adding. And he's been adding and fixing and adding things for the last year and a half. Hasn't hit the market yet.
Yeah.
And like, how about you do the thing that everyone's asking for, you launch that, and then you add things to it as you go, because you kind of like I always think of the Cheesecake Factory menu, where it's like 73 pages long. There's so many different things on it. I'm overwhelmed. I like can no longer read after like page 2. It's all the same ingredients packaged in different ways. It's like a Taco Bell on like steroids. And then you move over to the Skinnylicious menu, because there's a whole nother menu for like, if you eat skinny foods, you stay skinny. And you're like, I'm going to read this because there's pictures of what I'm going to get. And then you get like the Cajun chicken pasta and then like a normal cheesecake, because you're like, that's what I see and that's what I'm going to go for.
Right.
That's how customers operate. If you give customers way too many options, they're not going to do all those things. They're going to pick top 3, top 5 recommendations and do that. They're never going to look at all the other
through all that. Yeah, 100%.
Unless they request it or unless they need it, they're going to ask you about it. So I'm like, you need to build out all of these things and all these features, like focus on launching and then serving the customers that come through your door.
Yeah, I see that in affiliate marketing all the time, especially like our white label program is people want to build this albatross, right? Like I want to run my own VA company. I'm going to brand it to my own brand. I'm going to give all these values and everything, even though Sphere Rocket's going to fulfill it on the back end. I'm like, no, just go do referrals first. Why don't you go make money first? Like, let's actually generate a profit and a revenue, then go get creative, right?
But concept stage.
No, exactly. Exactly. Like, I got this great big idea. And I'm like, well, you're not going to like my answer to that, because my answer is you don't need a big idea. You need to go talk to 100 people that you already know, like, and trust.
Yeah, you need a little idea that makes you money that you can build a big idea on.
Right. It's like, you're going to hit a ceiling at some point. Then that's when we get creative. Yeah. Let's not spend 6 months building and be out of pocket.
Saying this, like, I've never done this. I've done this so many times. I do this all of the time. I'm like, oh, you know what would be a great idea if I launch a clothing brand that goes absolutely nowhere because I lost interest in it 2 weeks in.
Exactly. A lot of visionaries are that way.
Yeah.
Oh man, what metric or number do you pay closest attention to if you're consulting a business? And obviously, it's a
Yeah.
very, very open, wide open question.
Okay. Conversion rates, earnings per clicks, lifetime value of a customer,
Yep.
average order value, especially first order value, like what are customers spending with you on that first sale.
Yep.
What I really don't care about click-through rate. There's a lot of features I don't really care about nowadays. There's another one that was on the tip of my tongue and it left me, but it'll come back in a dream.
That's all right. Hit me if you don't find it. You can hit me at midnight when you message me.
Make a little bubble here. Here is where we'll input that other feature just in case later.
In case, when we're in the middle of another question, you're going to be like, log rates. Oh, what?
Cloud conversions, EPCs. Yeah.
What is something entrepreneurs consistently underestimate?
Time.
How long it's going to take to get something done?
How long is something going to take to get done? How long is that fixing era should take? How much time they should dedicate to a project? How much time should said campaign funnel operate until like you kill or keep it going? The time it takes to do a lot of the small things that you think don't actually take a lot of time from you. And when you actually start putting like 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there, you're like, oh, I spent 20 hours this week on this.
Yeah, 100%.
So I would say time is something that most entrepreneurs are like, oh, I have nothing but time. I'm like, no, you don't. No, you don't. What if you die at 40? Do you still have time? No, you don't.
All right, let me hit you with a lightning round. So these are just really simple bullets. Favorite business book?
Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss.
Yeah, that's a good one. Best purchase, because I know you're kind of like fancy. So normally I would say 100 or 1,000, but I'm going to go with your fanciness and go 10,000. Best purchase under 10,000. That says over 10,000. We'll go with that. Over 10,000.
I'm like, I'm not going to beat the fancy allegations at all.
You're going to be like my suit.
I spend less on suits, but they are custom.
Exactly.
Well, now they're custom because I grew in size in the last 5 years because I started a fitness journey. So now I got shoulders. Now I got shoulders to balance out my big ass head. Before I was 140 pounds, 6'2". I look like a Pez dispenser, just a big head, little body. So a lot of my suits from back then don't fit because I was 40 pounds lighter.
All right, moving on. Favorite AI tool?
No, I didn't finish. So it's a coat. It's a fur coat.
Okay. Winning over here. I knew that bougie would come out. Favorite AI tool?
Surprisingly, Gemini for a lot of like picture generations, but cool. Gemini, Lovable, and Claude.
Yeah, love some Lovable. I do like the. And what?
And Daphne Gray.
I don't know what that is.
From my AI stuff.
Yeah. If you were to open your phone, what app would you use? What app do you use the most?
Probably TikTok, Instagram.
All right.
I also use a video game on my phone to help me like disconnect from my workday. Yeah. And then I play it there, and I'm like, cool, I can go make dinner now.
I love that. What is most impactful habit you have?
Hitting the gym once a day.
Love it. Biggest business mistake?
Not trusting my gut enough for feelings that I cannot explain, especially when it comes to hiring or working with somebody as a partner of like, oh, I don't think this should work out, but like, it's really shiny. Let me go ahead and do it anyway. And then I'm like, oh, I should have listened to my gut.
What's one thing that you would automate immediately if you had a magic wand?
Dinner.
Yeah, so I was gonna say for me,
just having the robot in the kitchen, just making me just Gordon Ramsay's egg French egg omelet. Not even have to think about it, just show up, it's done.
All right, last one I got for you is, what's your definition of leverage?
When I got something you want and you don't know how to get it.
Yeah. Kinda.
Yeah, I'm like, keep offering. Add another 100.
All right, Francisco, thanks so much for your time on this episode. I love it. We're going to stay connected as we always do, even if it's every 6 months to a year. Love always catching up with you.
Ever since you started scaling, you've changed. You don't send postcards anymore. I don't hear from you. I'm like, he's too busy. He's too busy.
I got too beautiful. With the beard and the tan.
Get a little bit more salt and peppery. I'm like, that's it. He made another million. Done.
Well, if anybody wants to reach out to you and connect with you and you're open to that, let us know how they could do that, and we'd be happy to pass that information along.
Absolutely. You can find me on hinge.com, Facebook, LinkedIn, Telegram.
He's everywhere. He is the social guy on everything. So I watch him. I follow him. My paths are always crossing online with him just because he's out there everywhere. So, Francisco, thanks so much for your time for this episode. For the rest of the guests, you can always reach out to me if you want to connect with him. And again, awesome guy. One of my favorites. That is just keeps me laughing all the time.
Mike, thank you so much for having me. Nice meeting you.
Thank you, sir.